today's episode of Hubris Syndrome, we're swimming in sixes, lowering my standards even more. Welcome to the show. Today we are talking about, I don't want to call it a hidden gem because it's not, but I'm going to make a case for Homefront, the Revolution. Brace for impact. There is no denying that when Homefront, the Revolution came out, it was pretty sketchy. The game has received numerous patches over the months to kind of make the game playable and, basically just make it playable because it wasn't really when it came out. But for whatever reason, I went back and I was playing it, and because I was a fan of the first game, I said, you know what, I want to give it a shot because I love these types of video games. I love first-person shooters with an emphasis on story. Some parts are pretty slow-paced, and I just want to talk about a couple parts in this game that I really like. First up, briefly, Huber Origins, talking about the economy. Weapons and gear and equipment is pretty expensive in this game, especially if you don't go for all those side quests and all those strike points and hidden stashes. But if you just kind of do a couple throughout and go through the main mission, the economy seems pretty balanced in this game. And it's refreshing. I like when the economy in video games is meaningful. I had to choose what weapons I really wanted to upgrade, what gear I wanted to upgrade, and it just made me care about the world more because money was important. Every view tells a story. Similar to why I enjoyed Far Cry Primal earlier this year is because of the place. Now, Homefront the Revolution starts off depressing. You're in like war-torn America, there's rubble everywhere, it's like almost post-apocalyptic, it's pretty depressing. But there's a point in the game when you go to the Liaison Officers District, and that is when I really started to appreciate this game even more, is when I got to this zone. It's not open conflict, so you're free to kind of walk around the environments as long as you kind of stay out of sight of the enemies. And just the difference of that zone and kind of seeing how those people live. And these are things that I love to just dive into in video games. It's like getting into the head of the people that live there. These liaison officers have kind of sold their soul to the North Koreans, and they get privileges. They get homes to live in, nice apartments. It's definitely the nicest area in the game, but the local resistance hates their guts because they're getting the privileges of living there, but also enforcing the rules given down to them by the KPA. Another thing I liked was not really triggering it, but I loved the aftermath of a revolt. So each zone, you can kind of have people rise up and you instill confidence in them, and then they revolt on a specific region of the game. And that one was one of the best, was in the Liaison Officers District, is because when it happens and you go out, you see the ramifications, you see the change in the environment. You know, there's rubble, the fires everywhere, people are shooting at each other. You kind of just feel the chaos that has happened because of this revolution. And lastly, really, this is where it got me when I was like, okay, Homefront, you're okay in my book. I went online. So I go online, Homefront the Revolution. I think to myself, no one is going to be playing this game. It's going to be empty lobbies. Who in the hell is playing this game right now? People were. That's who. I got grouped up with a couple of commando veterans, decked out head to toe, full riot gear, military gear, upgraded weapons, golden guns. These guys are crazy. Go into this game and these guys are laser focused. We're going from point A to point B, taking people out, conquering objectives. And I said, you know what? This right here is one of the reasons video games are the greatest thing on earth, is because I can come into this obscure, hated game and have a blast with complete strangers spread out over the world that just love the game for what it is, and we just had a blast together. And I said, okay, Homefront, we're good. So that's it for the episode. You know, I like to say that you gotta have your zone out game, because sometimes, you know, playing a game is stressful, it's intense, because there's so many good games out now. It's like every time I get a super good game, I really want to respect it like I respect a movie, you know? Turn out all the lights, play the game, get in the zone. Homefront the Revolution was my zone out game. It's basically Fear the Walking Dead. So we are easy allies. If you like what you saw, support us on patreon.com. And if you want to talk about zone out games or Homefront the Revolution, join me for Talking Syndrome Saturday, 11 a.m. live on Easy Allies Twitch. It's the best. It's jolly. Best community in the biz. Easy Allies. Follow us on Patreon, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the social medias. We're streaming just about every single day of the week. Love and respect. See you next week.
It's time for the syndrome.
We're talking about swimming in sixes and zone out games. Here's a shout out to my good friend Alex Grunbaum for finally completing Assassin's Creed Rogue. Better late than never.